Hey, welcome back, YouTube. And today, doing something new. Gonna check out a game that it's been out for a little while. It's a browser-based game. It's free to play. You do get some ads here and there, but it's really fun. It's very simplistic, kind of a Minecraft blocky look. But if you like things like World of Warcraft, you should enjoy this. It's called Hordes, and you can find it by going to hordes.io in your browser, and I'll put a link for that below in the description. It comes with 4 class options, as you can see here. You got Warrior, Mage, Shaman, Archer. Now, I've played as all already, but today I want to show you 2 of them. Usually, they'll be the first 2 most people would pick. It would be Warrior and Archer. So we're going to take a look at those and see what they can do and kind of give you a rundown on how the game runs. All right, so right away, you can see it's very simplistic on the graphics. You can scroll out, and do things like that. You've got 4 abilities. You can pick up items, select your enemies, and you see right now I'm using my first ability, which is called Deep Cut. It's an instant cast. The other abilities I need to unlock by getting gold, and fortunately it's only 8 gold, so it's not going to take much. You can also pick up items, like I just got this bracelet, and I've got these sandals, which will add, armor and stuff like that, of course. You can get weapons to increase your damage. Now, I have 11 gold, so I have a choice of unlocking one of my other abilities. I'm going to go ahead and unlock the second ability, which is called Whirlwind, and I'll show you why it's called Whirlwind. It also is extremely useful. And I'm going up against a guy that's way more powerful than me, but it's okay because that guy already had him pretty much killed, and now I'm getting killed. So I've got Whirlwind, which is just going to make me spin in a big circle, just dealing damage to everything. It's just a AoE attack, basically. So it's a really useful one, and when you start playing, you'll see most of the other warriors using exactly that. And now I got this, I'm a level 1, and I got this level 12 rat coming after me. Alright, so in the middle, there's a purple guy. He's called the Trader, and obviously he does something called trading. So you can take your unused items there and sell them. And as you see, I got a good bit of gold for that. I got 149. So let's unlock the third ability, which is Charge. It charges your enemy, interrupting the current cast and stopping movements. And then unlock the fourth ability, which is Taunt. You get threat generation, so you're actually going to draw aggro. You regenerate a portion of your health, and it removes any debuffs you might have. Now, obviously, like I said, this is themed kind of like World of Warcraft, and so you're going to have other people that are in an opposing faction, so you can actually play and fight against other human players that are playing the game and trying to kill you and take over your hill and kill your king. So I have not yet actually seen anybody do that. Maybe because I don't know, most people don't play it that long. Maybe they decide to, it's too difficult and it's not worth it. You can do clans in this game, and I've been invited to clans, but let's be honest, this is a browser game. It's more for passing the time. You can see there are some people, though, if you look in the upper right here, there's a leaderboard with people that are like level 61. So obviously there are a lot of people that are playing this on a long-term amount where they play it long enough to really rank up and, do a lot in the game. So it really just depends. To me, this is a fun game, but it's much more of a pass the time type of game. Instead of a, sit here and do everything you want, like sit here and be constantly playing. It's not going to replace World of Warcraft if that's what you're into, or Terra or anything similar like that where you do a lot of the RPG stuff. It's, it's not meant to be that. It's a browser game. It's not going to be super complicated. You're basically just doing this as a, pass the time. So if you have a job where you don't, you're not constantly full bore going and having to do stuff, but more of a, you have downtime here and there and you can get away with playing a browser game. Maybe if you get tired of surfing Facebook or YouTube, you can play this. So I hope you're taking, your first priority is to sign up as a subscriber to my channel and check out my channel updates during your downtime before you play this game. But, if this is kind of thing you're into, it's a pretty interesting game. It's very simple. You got 4 classes, 4 abilities per class, and you got different items. The further out you go, the stronger the enemies are and the stronger the drops you get. One of the best things I can say to do is collect every drop you can when you first get started out. If somebody's not interested in the drops they got from their killed enemies, go ahead and pick them up, take them to the trader and trade them off. Get that gold and be able to upgrade your abilities and do more faster, because the cost does escalate quite quickly in this game. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple more levels on my whirlwind. So see, now just from those 2 levels, my upgrade cost is now 419, where the initial cost was 8. So it has gone up quite a bit, and I'm going to need quite a bit of gold to do so. So collecting everything I can drop-wise helps a lot as you're getting started, and then once you get going pretty well and you can afford to, you're better off going further away. So now let's upgrade Deep Cut, our first ability. So it went from 8 gold to 51 gold to now 171 gold. I'm going to go ahead and get my 4th ability, because I'm not really going to use the 3rd ability, Charge, all that much. You're going to have 2 or 3 warriors all in the same spot. You'll have mages in the same spot. You'll have everybody kind of clustering at times and taking on a big group, but you're not going to see as much in like coordinated gameplay. At least I haven't seen it. All right, I'm level 4, but I've upgraded my abilities a good bit. Not enough to survive all that. Ah, I died. So yeah, I can respawn now, as it says. I can also permanently save my character by, signing in through like Facebook. I think it's Facebook, maybe Twitter too. I'm not sure. I can't remember on that. I haven't really done it to save a character, because usually it saves as far as your cookies. You can come back later on the same computer, same browser, and be able to play the same character. Now, I like the warrior. Warrior's good if you want like just a straight go into combat and get things going right away. But I have become preferential to some of the ranged ones instead as well. So now let's take a look at the archer and see how the archer functions. Okay, so now I am an archer. And as you see, I got my bow. I don't have to have a bow equipped. I already have a bow. And of course, my first ability is to shoot an arrow at an enemy. And I'm not doing that much damage. It's really not, archers are not a high damage class in this. Got me in a quiver I'm going to keep. So let's see. I need a little bit more gold. And now I got 10 gold. So let's look at our other abilities. So we got Volley, which is the one kind of like Whirlwind for the warriors. You're going to see Volley used by the archers a lot, because it is basically you just fire off a massive number of arrows. You're kind of like Hawkeye, arrows. You just kind of sit there and start firing like crazy, and then you run away. You're not going to be doing a huge amount of damage. You're probably going to be relying, if you're an archer, on other players helping out a bit. which is why you have such a rapid fire ability. It can do a good bit of damage, but not a great amount of damage, at least not early off. And once you get some other stuff going, yeah, you can do a good bit more damage with it as you upgrade it, though you'll probably want to keep close to warriors or, mages, other players initially before you are capable of going out by yourself somewhere. So let's see what I can get now from the trader, because I'm not getting as much in the way of goods this time to really unlock their stuff just by drop. So let's see. We got third ability, which is Leeching Arrow. And every class pretty much has that one ability that allows you to heal. And that's what this does, is it deals a significant amount of damage to a single enemy and heals you with the life stolen from that. And as you see, it has a nice cooldown on it, so you can't just constantly heal yourself. And then your fourth ability, Sprint, lets you run away because, let's face it, you're an archer. You're not exactly sitting here doing a ton of damage. Being able to run away is a pretty good option for an archer. And, yep, about to have to use that myself. There we go. So it's very short-lived. It's not going to sit there and constantly, just let you run all over the place. So it's definitely something you want to save as an escape tactic. Good. I finally got somebody to help me out. And it's a warrior, so he can pull the aggro and do more for me. I'm better off with the low-level enemies right now, guys. But let's see what else we can do. Yeah, I want to get some more. Draw all of you guys in. Come on. I can handle you guys. Now I've got Barrage or Volley, where I'm going to sit here and just bombard them. I've got that upgraded to another level higher. And so much better. So much better. Plus, I did get to apply a short bow. I did put that in place. So I've got some more damage boost from that. So definitely, make sure you make use of the items that you need for yourself. Just the abilities aren't going to do it. But the abilities, keeping them upgraded is going to be one of the biggest things for you, because you can upgrade a substantial amount early off and be able to handle much higher level enemies as a result than if you just rely on the items. But that's pretty much what you do with the archer. You just run around, kill stuff, and hope you don't die. And if you get close to dying, run away and shoot that leech arrow off and try to keep just keep growing. Not such a fan of the archer, really, because he is kind of the weaker class to me, kind of the weakest one, just because I haven't seen anything that really indicates to me a huge amount of power other than the ability to hit a large number of enemies in a more widespread area. But it's still a case of, I could sit there and you see like the mage is here tossing out an AoE attack. If I get surrounded, I'm kind of stuck and can't do so much. And the leech arrow doesn't really heal for that much. So I'm not a big fan of the archer. I kind of feel like, archer could be better for certain people, especially if you plan to play this with some friends and, do some stuff together. But if you're just going to be solo, kind of just playing along, and whoever happens to play next to you, so be it. You're probably not going to like the archer as much. But then again, don't take my word for it. That's just my preference. Go and play the game how you want. But I think that's going to be it for today. We're going to just do the two classes today, kind of introduction to this. And then next week, I'm going to do part 2 for this, where we're actually going to play as the mage. And then what became my favorite class, the shaman, which I thought I wouldn't like the healer, But in the end, I actually like the healer because of the damage abilities and so forth. But check the game out. As I said, I'm going to have a link below. It's hordes.io in your address bar. It's a free-to-play game. Great for, that downtime at work or when you're just bored. You don't want to sit there and commit to a half hour or an hour raiding in WoW. You just want something quick and simple. Just pop in. And as long as you don't clear your cookies, you should be able to keep the same character going. And, of course, you can always link your character up through Facebook, something like that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, this is going to be part of my series now where I'm focusing on games that are free or low cost and are in development, indie games, something that, shows support for these games and their developers. So be sure to come back and check this part 2 out next week when I post it. It'll be on Thursday of next week. I'm going to keep this series going because I really think this is going to be a good way to get you exposed to games you probably haven't heard of and may not have heard of without coming to YouTube and watching a video like this. So make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, go check out my regular series of games that I'm doing during the week. And as always, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.